Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We begin this week with a day trip to Camp Barnes in Frankford.
We meet the June recipient of the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship Award in Easton.
Scorchy Tallest shows us why fishing on the 4th is the perfect way to celebrate the holiday.
And we'll head to Gumboro to introduce you to the latest sponsor of Outdoors Delmarva, Range Time.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch.
Happy Independence Day weekend to you, Lauren.
And a happy Independence Day week to you. Wait, I thought you were supposed to be on vacation.
Oh, I am. I'm not actually here. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Actually, I am sipping on a tasty beverage underneath of a palm tree right now. Ow! I don't have to take this. You know what? I'm going back to Fiji.
Yes!
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
If you grew up anywhere close to Sussex County, you either went to Camp Barnes, knew someone who went to Camp Barnes, or at least heard of Camp Barnes.
But for those of you who didn't, let us take you there now.
Tell us a little bit about the history of Camp Barnes.
So I think it was June of 1948 is when the camp started. My father got the idea of Camp Barnes when he went to FBI school from a detective from Newark, New Jersey. They had a day camp for kids up there, so that's where Dad got the idea. And he brought the idea to the Chiefs of Police Association. So the Chiefs of Police appointed my father to be in charge of starting Camp Barnes and raising the funds for it.
How did you find out about this camp?
Well, I have cousins and kind of like a stepsister that went, and they said it was very fun. So, and also since my mom's a cop, she found out about it, so.
Cool, so now you get to spend a week here in your summer. Was that exciting?
Yep.
And when you got here for the first time, what did you think about it?
I really thought it was going to be very fun, and it's a lot funner than I really thought.
Oh, that's awesome. What's your favorite activity so far?
Probably my favorite activity is kayaking and probably sleeping also.
Sleeping?
It's really tiring.
Jeff, it's 2024, the sun is shining, and you've got a camp full of kids.
We do. It's been a great week so far. It's opened up our 75th year this year. 80 to 85 kids this week, and we've had beautiful weather so far. Not too hot, but good, and the kids are just having a great time.
Tell us a little bit about what Camp Barnes means to the community as a whole.
It tells a tale when you walk into a store and you talk to someone, or you're wearing a Camp Barnes t-shirt and they say, I went to Camp Barnes back in the 60s and 70s, and it just meant so much to us. And then you make a Facebook post and they say, I went there 50 years ago or 40 years ago. It's kind of a staple in the community, and what we try to hang our hat on is we're still free to kids. So it's no charge to kids or parents, and they just have a great time while they're down here.
So the best way for someone who's like, you know what, I went to Camp Barnes, or I knew somebody who went to Camp Barnes, and I'd really like to see this continue on in the future. What's the best way for them to get involved and find out about that information so they can get to these events?
Our website will have most of the information. It has a donation tab on there where they can make a donation online, and that's www.campbarnes.net, or they can call me at Troop 4, and we'd be happy to walk them through what we do and what we need with the money.
It's great to know that Camp Barnes is still around for the next generation, and with your help, it'll be around for many years to come.
We'll introduce you to the final WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship Recipient of the Year when Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
We are proud to partner with Mountaire Farms to honor area high school seniors who have a passion for agriculture or the culinary arts.
And we're proud to introduce you to the final recipient of the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship, Easton High School's Autumn Redman.
Going into culinary arts, I always love to cook with my family and bake, and I think being here in the actual building and working with the teachers and other peers, it really created a love for being in the kitchen and something that I never thought that I would be doing or be as interested in. But I think growing up in a family that loved to cook and bake together, it really helped me to be interested in that. And then coming here, I spent lots of time in the kitchen, making different foods or going over recipes, just learning all about how to safely work in a kitchen with other people or in a restaurant environment. So I think that's something that has propelled me to be interested in what I'm doing. So I'm very excited for the next levels and excited to hopefully work in the kitchen in the future.
Autumn Redman is an excellent culinary arts student and an excellent spokesperson for both the culinary arts world as well as the world of agriculture. Autumn has performed a variety of activities and skills, and in not just the school but also in the community. I know Autumn through her 4-H work in the community, as well as Autumn through her Girl Scout work, as well as Autumn through some church work, but especially Autumn as a dedicated student at Easton High School and very proud of our culinary program. One of the spectacular things that I've gotten to know and love about Autumn is the fact that she is a giving, serving person. I have the opportunity to also serve as the service learning coordinator for the county in our high school and in the county. And therefore I record all of the hours that students turn in for service learning. And I will say that she has recorded over 1,000. Today, I think it's 1,060 hours when only 75 are required for high school graduation.
Autumn already had a really good base when she came in. She was a student who was heavily interested in culinary. Like she had the know-how because of her previous cooking experience at home, and with what we do in here, it's just kind of second nature to her. And she has taken the experience and she's done so many different things with just that little bit of interest as a freshman in culinary.
I think my parents have definitely helped me be empowered to always strive hard at school and make sure that I keep academics at the forefront. I think them both being educators has really helped me to maintain straight A's and to maintain that presence in school where I'm always trying my best and always working hard with multiple AP classes, lots of rigorous coursework. I definitely try to maintain good grades and do all that I can.
Autumn Redman, for your commitment to feeding the world like we do at Mountaire Farms, it's my pleasure to present to you the WBOC Mountaire Farm to Table Scholarship Award. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Once again, congratulations, Autumn, and congrats to all of this year's recipients. Keep an eye out for nomination info for next school year coming soon to WBOC.com and to OutdoorsDelmarva.com.
Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
Happy Independence Day from all of us at Outdoors Delmarva. Presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
It's no secret that Scorchitaws love to fish no matter what time of the year.
And as we see in this week's Remembering Scorchitaws, there's just something special about fishing on the 4th.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchitaws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
Thursday is the 4th of July. The question before the House is fishing one of your favorite Independence Day pastimes? If so, stay with us for a few minutes for some musings from our mental tackle box of the past. For example, no matter what the purists say, the #1 reason for going fishing is to catch fish. It also puts all of us on an even keel. Neither brains, brawn, goodwill, moxie, spunk, heart, faith, hope, and charity are going to make any difference if the fish aren't biting. And it's a sport where the beginner has as much chance of catching the big one as the grizzled veteran. Fishing is a sport in which sex, age, color, creed, social standing, financial status, or any other categories that come to mind matter not in the final outcome. It's a great sport. You don't get booed, you don't get taken out if you make a mistake, and you can play it as long as you live. Going fishing holds great anticipation for success. We don't know of any fisherman who anticipates failure when preparing to go fishing. Anticipation is a key to the enjoyment of fishing. It is what we expect rather than what we achieve that keeps us returning. The anticipation of such a pleasure outweighs any possible disappointments. Fishing is so simple. You share and trade memories with friends and even total strangers. Fishing creates those memories, memories like fine wine that improve with age. And it lets you savor the sun, the sea, the unpolluted air, and the pleasure of each moment. For Independence Day, or any day for that matter, it just doesn't get any better than that. Scorchy toes wandering our Delmarvelous land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that because fireworks get their color from the type of metal elements used in the mixture, blue is the hardest to create?
Did you know that even though the Chinese are credited with inventing fireworks, it's the Italians who perfected the process and gave us the colors we enjoy today?
And did you know that some fireworks can reach a speed of up to 220 miles per hour when fired off? And some sparklers can reach a temperature of 2,000 degrees?
Now you do. And be safe.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Happy birthday, America. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. Happy Independence Day from all of us at Outdoors Delmarva. Presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Part of the culture of Outdoors Delmarva is celebrated at its very core this weekend. I'm talking about the Second Amendment.
And when it comes to firearms, it's nice to have some knowledgeable friends who like to get you and keep you on target. I'm here with Jeff. He's the owner of Range Time. We're here at Range Time in Millsboro. Now, how long has your shop been here?
August 5th will be 4 years.
That's amazing. How did you guys get started?
So it was a dream of my father and my brother and myself. We came by here, and it was always a nice dream for us to have an indoor shooting facility for Delmarva, to have, people like to shoot outdoors, and we want something, weather consistent and we can shoot indoors on. But my brother and I were both in the Department of Corrections. I was a firearm instructor for the Department of Corrections. I kind of brought that stuff here, and this is where we ended up.
Now, what if someone's coming in here for the first time and they would like to own a firearm? Kind of walk us through that process.
So what we do is we always greet our people coming through the door with a hi, hello, how are you? We know that family community. We start with them on the wall. All of our firearms that are on the wall can be pulled off the wall. They have chamber flags in to show that they're empty. They can handle the firearms. They don't necessarily have to come over and talk to somebody at the counter. We feel that anything behind glass, people kind of shy up and they won't go over and they look at it or ask questions. We are very open floor plan, and we walk around and we talk to the customers all the time. Gun fitting is a huge thing for us. It has to fit their hand just right, so they enjoy shooting and they enjoy, coming here to the range. If they don't enjoy it, they don't like to shoot it, they won't come.
Right.
So we try to do as best we can just to fit them with the gun that they need.
You guys offer some classes.
We do.
Talk about those.
First time shooter classes, one-on-one classes, Delaware concealed carry, Maryland concealed carry, Utah, Maryland HQL, all the classes, anywhere from basic pistol to advanced pistol and rifle, AR 101 classes. My brother, myself, and a couple instructors teach those classes. We kind of give as much knowledge as we have. Of course, every scenario can't be brought up in class, but we generally hit on everything.
And there's some youth guns as well.
We're big into the youth guns. Our family owns Davy Cricket or Keystone Firearms, and we do a whole youth program. We have a youth shoot coming up soon. It'll be all posted. But we really like to bring up the new generation of shooters. And we really try to push either youth hunting, youth fishing, stuff like that. Get them kids outside, get them off the tech necks, as you could say, the iPhones, and get them outdoors.
And I think it's awesome. I've seen Jeff at a lot of events that I've been at in the community. You and your brother are very big community people.
Yes.
You love giving back. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, it's near and dear to our heart here in Gumboro, I should say. Even though we are a Millsboro address, the Gumboro family has opened their arms to us. Anywhere from the Good Old Boy Foundation, even the Gumboro Firehouse, the churches and stuff like that. We do as much as we can. We know that we haven't gotten this far where we're at without giving to the community.
We're glad to have Range Time as a member of the Outdoors Delmarva family, and we encourage you to stop by and see why we think they're the best.
We're looking forward to showing you our trigger time at the outdoor range next month. But coming up next, we'll take a look at your latest photos. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Terry Sobolewski shared a couple of photos of Sasha and her friend Archie, though it appears that Sasha has had enough of Archie's shenanigans.
Jeremy Node Jr. of Church Creek is living his best life on the farm. A reminder to all of us to enjoy the simple things in life.
Darlene Valentine of Seaford reeled in this 3-pound, 7-ounce largemouth and made sure her husband Doug was on camera duty.
Steve Lawless of Lewis submitted this photo of a tagged horseshoe crab he saw at the point area of Cape Henlopen State Park. Steve reported that the horseshoe crab was moving freely and appeared healthy.
Ron and Sharon Ruwe made us jealous with this shot of their trip to Key West, where they did a bit of scuba diving in the western dry rock reef area. Lauren, I guess our souvenirs must have gotten lost in the mail.
They must have, but fortunately we got a consolation prize with this photo sent in by Jeremy Kelser of Delmar. Jeremy said he saw the frog in a Delmar pond and the frog was obviously ready for his photo to be taken.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
And that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We want to see more of your wonderful viewer photos, so be sure to submit them by going to outdoorsdelmarva.com and click Submit Your Photo at the top of the page, or you can scan the QR code in the bottom corner of your screen.
We hope that you have a very safe Independence Day weekend while you're out there enjoying all the freedoms at your disposal, and we hope that you'll join us right back here again next week. But until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. We hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.
And we'll introduce you to the newest sponsor of the Delmarva
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm shocked you don't make that mistake more often.
Yeah, actually.
We'll meet the final recipient of the school year for the WWE.
WWE.